Since I'm converted, subhanAllah, I'm really relaxed guy. I almost never, I actually never scream, I never getting angry. So one of the most special things for me, it will be always Tarawih in Ramadan. I always say Alhamdulillah, I never regret it and I will never regret it.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Samad, Lam Yalid wa lam yulad, wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad.
This is the first time I say on social media.
Wallahi, brother, this is the first time I tell anyone.
What a coincidence. اهلا وسهلا حبايبي، ان شاء الله تكونوا كلكم بخير وصحه وسلامه وعافيه، وحياكم الله في فيديو جديد من لاهاي هولندا. بدايه شكرا جدا كثيرا على تفاعلكم على فيديوهات المغرب، وشكرا لاخواني المغاربه اللي غمروني بحبهم واسعدتوني جدا. والمغرب كما قلت بالفيديوهات كانت جدا رائعه، وان شاء الله مليون بالميه لي زياره اخرى الى المغرب. بس الان السؤال، ايش الدوله اللي تشوني اروح اصور فيها بعد المغرب؟ بالنسبه للفيديو اليوم يا جماعه، وكما شفتوا في عنوان الفيديو، اليوم معنا قصة خاصة، وكالعادة نصور مع المسلمين الجدد أكثر من مرة، اللي نصور معهم اللي تحولوا واعتنقوا الإسلام. قصة اليوم جدا مميزة. قصتنا اليوم مع كوينتن، أو كما يسمي نفسه صفوان بالعربي، شخص هولندي أسلم عمره 19 سنة. فاللي بنسويه يا جماعة إنه بنلتقي مع كوينتن اليوم، بنقعد نتكلم معاه في جلسة حوار طيبة ورائعة رمضانية، بنحكي قصته، بيحكي هو قصته، بنستمع له من البداية إلى النهاية، من طقطق لسلام عليكم زي ما يقولوا. وأنا متأكد إنها قصة بتكون ملهمة ورائعة، فخليكم شاهدوا لنهاية الفيديو. قبل ما نبدأ الفيديو يا جماعة، في عندي طلب خاص مهم جدا، وأرجو إنه الكل ما يرجعني وينفذ هذا الطلب. يا جماعة، أنا عندي صديقي اللي يساعدني بالتصوير خلال ال8 الأشهر الأخيرة، واللي كان يصور الآن. اضطريت قلت له يروح عشان بصور الفيديو هذا من دون ما يعلم، بنسوي له مفاجأة. هو صديقي سوري اسمه بشير أو بشار، وعنده قناة حق مهندسين ومحتوى الهندسة. هو مهندس مبدع بس موقف القناة هذه من فترة. الآن كل اللي أشتي منهم قناته في وصل الفيديو الكل يروح يشترك، نوصله 100,000، باقي بس 5,000 أو 4,000 فقط عشان يوصل 100,000 مشترك. بليز الكل ما يردني يروح يشترك في قناته، يكتب له من طرف عليم. اعطوني لايك الفيديو هذا واشتركوا في القناة. خلونا نبدأ. السلام عليكم.
Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome Quentin, right?
Quentin, yes. It's Quentin, yes.
Is it a Dutch name?
It's a Dutch name.
Okay. So we're gonna dive into your story. Can you please introduce yourself? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yes, sure. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Quentin. I'm from actually around here, and I met you guys like 3 weeks ago in another restaurant.
Yes.
And we talked a little bit outside. So yeah, we had a little conversation about it, and now thank you for inviting me here. I'm actually born and raised here in the city, Den Haag, The Hague, and so yeah, ask everything you want, and it's a pleasure for me to be here.
Okay, I'm excited to ask and to listen to your answers. Firstly, thank you for accepting the invitation, and thank you for being here, and thank you for your willingness to be in my video and to tell your story. So, you're Muslim?
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Since when? When did you convert?
So I converted in 2015, I think, almost 10 years ago.
Almost 10 years ago.
Almost 10 years ago, when I was 19 years old, I made the choice.
So now you are 28?
Tomorrow I will be 28, inshallah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Happy
yes.
birthday,
Thank
man.
You, thank
MashaAllah.
you.
I'm also 28.
You're also, mashallah.
Yeah, the same age. So almost 9 years, almost 10 years. You know, I've done multiple videos about converted people to Islam, mostly Dutch people, and each story is very impressive, and each time I get very emotional, and I always feel the same excitement to hear another story. So almost 10 years ago, how did it? You were only 19 years old?
I was 19 years old.
So how did it go? How did you become Muslim?
I wasn't 19 years old when I started thinking about Islam and seeing Islam. And so when I was young, I lived in a neighborhood with many people from Islamic countries.
Here in The Hague?
Here in The Hague,
okay.
Yes. From Morocco, from Turkey, most of them. And yeah, so growing up, seeing them doing Ramadan, I was like 11 years old, and they were the same age as me. 11 years old, 12 years old, 13 years old, and then you start asking yourself asking them like what are they doing and what's the reason actually behind it. So I got my first answers from Islam, from them and from their parents. Their parents invited me to eat with them, to eat dinner with them, to eat iftar with them in Ramadan, not knowing what it actually was. After that, I saw them praying, and I really didn't know what they were doing. And I was just curious, actually, when I was 12 years old, 13 years old. After that, I tried to learn more about Islam because I thought it was a nice religion. They had nice, nice commitments, nice way of life.
Yeah.
So I started reading Quran. I started going to the mosque.
This is while you're still a kid, 15?
Well, I was, yeah, exactly, 14, 15 years old. I went to the mosque. I went to even Arabic lesson when I was that age with my friends.
Just out of curiosity.
Just out
You're
of
still
curiosity.
Not Muslim,
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Because I grew up with no religion. My parents both don't have any religion, so I grew up with no religion, and I was really literally blank in everything. But after that, I also tried to look for information not about only Islam, also Christianity, also Catholic, also Buddhism, everything. Because I was just curious, why would you believe anyway as a person? And then you compare the things with each other, you read things, and you're becoming older as well. So you understand more things the older you are getting, 17, 18 years old, still going to the mosque, still going to the lessons. And it's not only something where I believe in, you know. Of course, I believe in Allah and that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his messenger, but it's also a way of life, you know. It's not only something you believe in, it's a way of life, a way of being good with people.
Yeah, it's not disconnected from reality.
Exactly,
It's connected
exactly.
to everything you do in your
It's
life.
you know, both feet on the ground, realistic, and yeah, like I said, it's not only the belief, it's also how you treat the people.
Okay.
How is your character and being relaxed with everything.
So the interest increased gradually until you became 19.
Yes.
But everyone, I believe, every converted story has a turning point where you said, okay, this is it, I'm gonna be a Muslim. What was your turning point? What happened, or what did you read? What was the fact or the situation or the experience that you said, okay, let's do it, I'm gonna say the Shahada, I'm gonna be officially Muslim?
At one point, I already knew what was the truth, you know, and what was the things I believed in. And I was asking myself and other people also, like, I can wait 5 years, I can wait 10 more years, I can wait till I'm 30, but why should I wait? Because maybe tomorrow it's over, you know, you never know. So I made the choice by thinking, like, you know, I don't know where I am tomorrow or next week, so I want to make the choice because I know this is the way of life and this is the way I want to live. So that's actually where I made the choice when I was 19, and my parents always told me, if you want to do it, but when you're 18 years or older. So that's
you
why
waited until
I waited until then, and then I did it. Alhamdulillah, yes.
Alhamdulillah, welcome to Islam.
Thank you.
Alhamdulillah. But you said earlier, you know, it's very impressive that you was only 13, 14, 15, and you was researching and comparing between religions. That's not a thing that every child or every teenager do. But you compare it between Islam and other religions. What are the things that you find they are more logical, more convenient, and more believable in Islam that you didn't find in other religions? Like, for example, if you remember anything.
I think the main thing is that I saw it really clearly, that the story behind it, like you know, the first religion on earth, you know, it was from the Jews, right?
Yes.
So after that, I think Christianity
and everything. The biggest three religions.
Exactly.
Jewish, and then Judaism, Christianity, and Islam.
Exactly. And Islam came as last.
Yes.
And also the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the last messenger. And when I read the whole story about it, and when I heard in the lessons the whole story in that, it's hard to explain. I think it's something you feel instead of seeing. But things which are written 1400 years ago, you know, scientists, they come with it now these days. But it was already in the Quran.
It was already a fact.
1400 years. It was already a fact 14, 1500 years
Such
ago.
as the fact that the Quran says that the more you go up in the sky, the more you cannot breathe.
Exactly. For example.
Now, how could they come up with this like 1400 years
Exactly,
ago?
and for example, the two seas,
Yes, the two seas do not go,
not
they
crossing
do
each
not
other.
mix with each other.
Exactly, and these are only two things, but there are multiple things, and I was just thinking, this is something I really need to go deep in, when I was a kid. Of course, I enjoyed my youth. Like I was playing football as a kid, and I was going to school as a kid, of course, but in my mind, I was always busy with also Islam.
Okay.
Because, yes.
What about your environment? I mean, I for sure you had the Dutch friends that network with other friends. How did they react? How did you get advices from them or any recommendation regarding this?
Well, of course, I got many questions from people from my family who are Dutch, or also other Dutch people, of course. And to explain it as easy as possible, I try to explain it like I compare it to a diet. Like, of course, when there's more explanation needed or when they ask more, of course, I will go more deeper. But I have these questions so many times in my life, and it's okay. But I compare it a little bit with a diet, and I ask them, for example, you asking me, why did you revert? And I ask you, did you ever go on a diet? Yes. Why? Because I want to change my life.
It's healthier.
It's healthier. Okay. Why? And okay, but why do we want to be healthy? Because my body, I want to lose weight, and this is actually the same. You're looking with everything what you eat, how to talk to people, how is your character. Since I'm converted, subhanallah, I'm a really relaxed guy. I actually never scream. I never getting angry. Yeah. It's because I know sabr is one of the most important things in life. And without that, it's really hard to concentrate or focus on your goals.
To be honest, if you ask so many Islam scholars, they wouldn't describe Islam the way how beautiful you describe it now. This is the essence of Islam, mashallah, wallah, subhanallah. Say it's like a diet. It's something not just a belief. You go to pray and you believe relation with that and that's it. No, it's like a diet. It's everything connected to your life, to your reality, to your relation with everything around you.
Exactly.
You describe it very well. Another question. What has changed in your life before and after? Of course, sure, it was totally different. I can imagine you were a kid before, but still I can imagine it's a very different life.
Yes.
So what did change?
Yes, like sabr. I mean with that I'm a really relaxed guy. If something happened in life, it doesn't matter. Bad things happen, good things happen. It's always like, alhamdulillah, it came from Allah. And if you accept something like that, you will never get yourself crazy about things. If we eat later and I go home and I have a car accident and my car is broken, for example, what can I do? It came from Allah, because maybe if I went home, maybe something else will happen, and you never know. And this is things where I'm really, I hope I explained it a little bit good.
Yeah.
I hope you understand.
You're doing very well.
But these mindsets has really changed me, because my mindset really changed, and in accepting things you cannot change. And before I converted, it was not really like that.
There is a hadith, Prophet ﷺ says, عَجَبًا لِأَمْرِ الْمُؤْمِنِ, like he's wondering for the situation or for the mindset of the mu'min, the guy who's mu'min.
Yes.
إِنَّ أَمْرَهُ كُلَّهُ لَهُ خَيْرٌ, everything for him is good. إِنْ أَصَابَتْهُ سَرَّاء شَكَرٌ, if something good happened to him, he thanks Allah. And if إِنْ أَصَابَتْهُ ضَرَّاء صَبَرٌ, and if something bad happened to him, صبر, he be patient and also thanks Allah. And so both cases, either way, you thank Allah and say
thank Allah and
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. This is the most, the main thing which changed me as a person, to be relaxed, and the most impact.
And through this journey for 10 years, almost 10 years, and the years before, he was learning Arabic and going to the mosque. Is there any experience or any situation that you never forgot, that affected your life? Or it doesn't matter that
Many
affected you,
things.
but something like
Many
that
things.
stick to your
Many
mind
things.
today.
But you know, the most special, one of the most special things for me, it will be always Tarawih in Ramadan. When you go to the mosque, there are so many people, and they're so loving to each other, and they're also caring about each other and sharing everything, like, you know, sharing experiences, sharing stories about everything. And there are more converted people in the mosque there, so they're also like you know, a little group who is talking with each other about converting and about the converting life with Dutch parents or non-believers parents, you know. And those are the things, you know, the communication between people from Islam in the mosque, especially with Ramadan, Tarawih. It's really
Special feeling.
Special feeling.
Yeah, I
yes.
can imagine. Did you manage to visit any Muslim or Arab country or something?
I'm sorry?
Did you have the chance to visit any Muslim country or something?
Until now, I only went to Turkey, like 6 times.
Would you like to go on Umrah?
Inshallah, one day, yes.
Inshallah.
Yes, yes.
Inshallah. You know, it's much easier nowadays.
Yes.
How is it with the Quran? How do you memorize the short surahs from the Quran?
I know some short surahs, yes, for me, for myself for when I pray.
Would you recite one of them if I ask you to?
Sure, of course.
Let's go.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
You know الإخلاص also قل هو الله أحد.
Yes.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
قل الله أحد الله صمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
ما شاء الله. The pronunciation is very good.
شكرا.
You ما شاء الله very good. تجويد also ما شاء الله. Through this 9 years you are a Muslim, have you ever thought like to quit Islam or take a step back or something? You did the wrong decision.
No. I never regret it, and every day I'm more happy about it because, you know, I'm getting older and older, and life change. Also, beside the religion, beside Islam, you know, life changes as well, with work, with school, with where you live, with everything, and. I always say Alhamdulillah, I never regret it and I will never regret it, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
You married or you single?
I'm married.
You married?
Yes.
Okay. Muslim?
Yes, she's from Turkey.
She's from Turkey. So after you become Muslim?
No. Yeah, I already became Muslim before I know her.
No. You marry her after you.
Yes, I already was Muslim. Yes.
Do you have kids or?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. I have one in the way, inshallah.
Me too.
Yeah?
Really?
A boy or a girl?
A girl, inshallah.
Yeah, I have a boy, inshallah.
Mashallah, inshallah.
This is the first time I say you on social media.
Wallahi.
Yeah.
Brother, this is the first time I tell anyone.
Subhanallah. What a coincidence.
Yes.
Inshallah, alhamdulillah. Yeah, I think this is this all from me. This all questions. If there's anything you want to add.
Well, thank you for inviting me here, to all of you guys. You know, I really appreciate it, and Alhamdulillah, you know, our path crosses on that day when we met a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I hope all the best for you guys.
Allah is the best planner.
Allah is the best planner. Yes.
I never knew you before, and we never knew that we're gonna meet you there.
Exactly.
But we knew by coincidence, and then we take the number, and then we have here to. God planned that, Allah planned that we meet here and talk, and we have this amazing story of you to tell people, which I'm sure it's very inspirational and very exciting.
Exactly.
So thank you again.
Thank you.
For being in my video and for telling your story, and I hope, inshallah, that Allah guide us all and make the best benefit of us for the people and for ourselves and for our ummah, for the whole ummah, inshallah. And I hope that one day you go on Umrah, and of course we don't ever forget Palestine and the people of Gaza right now.
Don't forget them. Sorry to interrupt you. Don't forget them in your prayers, please. and your duas, especially after Fajr, when there's the most hearing duas,
Yes.
the most hearing time. So don't forget it.
Thank you, Safwan Quentin.
Shukran. Thank you so
And
much.
thank you for watching. And please don't forget to thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And I'm gonna do the outro in Arabic.
Of course.
شكرا لكم يا جماعة مرة ثانية المتابعة. أي واحد وصل لهذه النقطة اكتب لي تعليق تحت علشان أحط التعليق على قلب لأنك وحش، وشكرا جزيلا. ومرة ثانية شكرا لصفوان وشكرا لهم جميعا، وزي ما نقول كل مرة وإحسان يتلو إحسان حتى آخر لحظة في الحياة. السلام عليكم. Quentin, I forgot something. I wanted to also gift you this. This is you can sit. You don't have to stand. This is from my brand. No, like this one.
Okay.
As I told you, all content is about Ihsan. I did this brand plovers with this statement أحسن يحسن إليك, which means if you do good to people, good will be done to you. So this is an XL size. I hope it goes well. It's an XL, but not a Dutch XL, a Turkish XL.
Oh, then it's good.
I believe it will be good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is good.
Thank you.
شكرا.
I really appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
لبس العافية إن شاء
As you
الله.
see, I like to wear those things. So,
Yeah. Okay.
I really
الحمد لله.
appreciate it.
Good.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you.
الحمد لله. Good.